on Facebook on this phone. I'm on YouTube on this phone. Y'all already know how it goes. I have been getting a lot of requests about going live more often. So I haven't had a consistent schedule just yet. But I'm thinking I might do it maybe like 2, 3 times a week around noon time. But don't hold me on that. If I got some on my mind, I'm just gonna go ahead and go live. Like I'm just gonna say, YOLO and go ahead and go live. So I'm having some Dear Stars. You guys continue to send your questions, your topics. You can send it to my email at theiconicradioshow@gmail.com, or you can leave it down in the comment box below. And if you would like to remain anonymous, I do anonymous advice topics as well. I be mainly getting anonymous. Like I know who the person is sometimes, but they don't want y'all to know who it is sometimes. And you ain't gotta be embarrassed. You don't have to feel like, oh well, I don't want people in my business, or oh, Star gonna judge me. I promise you, I am a no judgment zone. Like I have lived just like y'all have lived, and y'all will be surprised what us as humans in our community go through. And we all people at the end of the day, and people have their different places in life, and everybody has their own testimony, right? So where I'm at right now is not where I was at 5, 10 years ago. In my 5, 10 years ago past self, which I had already got through, may relate more to what you're going through now. And it's a good thing that I have already been through that, because it just makes my advice all the more wiser, if that makes sense. So let's come together, and I want to do this Dear Star. Somebody wrote me a very interesting topic, and I would like to see what you guys think about this as well. So Facebook right here, YouTube right here. If y'all checking in, just drop a comment down below and I'll shout y'all out. But I would like to get started, right? So somebody said, and they said it anonymously, they said, Dear Star, how should I feel guilty going on dates with different guys? And how do I do that without feeling guilty? Pretty much. I know what they're trying to say. All right. They said, I had no idea what to say when a guy I'm talking to, I haven't even kissed him yet, asks what I'm doing that night. They aren't asking me to go out, but just like making conversations. I'm going on a date with someone else and I feel like I'm doing something bad. But if a guy actually asks and plans a date I'm more attracted to, then I'm just chatting every day. How do people do this? I feel bad, but I also don't want to stick to one person until I feel a connection and know them well. I'm not being intimate with any of them. Okay, yes. And so far, this is the second guy I've went on a date with. All right, so look. Because, yeah, can y'all make sense? Just give you a rule of thumb, give you a little wisdom here. It is great that you're not being intimate. I'm on the fence, right? I halfway believe in the saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I do. But it just really depends on your situation with that person. Personally, me, if I see somebody, hey Jay, talking about I'll go on a date with you. Thank you. I'm flattered. Personally, if I'm really rocking with somebody and I feel like you treat me excellent, like the vibe is there, like I'm really feeling you, you got me smiling. I don't have to go on dates with other dudes just for the heck of it. You know what I mean? I am fine just to date one person if that date is going amazing. Some people off bat when they pull it out there, like, okay, I'm letting you know I'm just having fun in the moment. I'm not trying to settle down with nobody. I'm not trying to have nothing serious. Other people, they let you know off bat, like, yes, I'm looking for real love. I don't want nobody wasting my time. I don't want to just date around. I already been through that phase in my life. Hey, shout out to Peter. Hey, Peter. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. So yeah, I just feel like it depends on that person. But sis, I'm gonna tell you this right now in the chat. Like, if you feel the need to go out on other dates with other people while you are dating this person, the one that you stepping out on event essentially, they might not be the one for you. Like, what are you dating for? Are you dating just to have casual fun, or are you dating in hopes to really, find your person, to really connect with somebody? You are so cute. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hey, Leonard. Yeah, so what are you doing? You have to get that straight in your life first. Um Talking about you funny. You have to get that straight in your life first before you go dating. A lot of people go out dating and they essentially don't even know what they're looking for. And that's when it becomes a problem. You have to be secure in yourself, your own wants, your own needs, and your own aspirations in dating. Like, what do you want this to lead to? Because you never want to waste a person's time and you don't want your time wasted as well. So I feel like it's good to get that conversation out. Some people just like to go with the flow, and he don't bring it up, she don't bring it up. Y'all could just see if y'all locked in or not, but you got to be careful with that because that's how a lot of things can get misconstrued, and you can end up getting your feelings hurt ultimately. Don't be sitting up here and you tied down, locked up, locked in with that man, and then he out here with Brenda, Felicia. You know what I mean? And you're hurt because you thought y'all had an awesome thing going. It's important to get those adult conversations out there to say, what are we doing? Where is this leading? And where do you want this to lead? Not necessarily saying that I promise we're gonna stay together forever, because nobody owns a person, right? Especially this early inside of the talking phase, you don't want it to make it seem like you're making commitment plans too early with this one particular person. But at the same token, you can tell that person how your vibe is and what your intentions are, right? So no matter who I'm with, my ultimate end game is to be a one-man woman. You know what I mean? So it might not be you, but I'm a one-man woman, and I'm letting you know that I'm secure and I'm confident in myself to know that if this does not work out, I can get back out there. That's just how I think of it. And that's why I said I halfway believe in that. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, sis, because you got to be confident with yourself. Don't be afraid that he's going to leave you. Like, where is this coming from? Is this a sense of insecurity, or do you really just want multiple guys in your life? I personally cannot have multiple energies around my aura. It just throws me off. It messes me up. Do girls want you to ask for their number or their Instagram? I would say yes, but it just depends. Like me, being in like the public image, and I'm doing the radio and the podcast and getting this and that, I have no problem giving away my social media platforms. But personally, with my number, I have to really rock with you. Like, it's very rare that I give out my number. And a lot of women are like that unless it's like a business type thing, unless they have a separate line, a separate phone, whatever the case is. So that one, I would just say tread lightly, and it depends on if you really rocking with her and if she's really rocking with you and you feel comfortable. You feel confident that 9 times out of 10, she's going to give that to you. So, okay, Will, congratulations on your party. You said, so can I have your number? We rocking. I knew it. I knew you was gonna throw something in there. But yeah, I really don't give out my number like that. I'm just gonna be real with you. But my social media platforms, you can find me on Facebook at Stardom Shine. That's STARDOM space SHINE. I'm gonna be real. So going back to her question, and it's some more people, it's some new people joining the live, so I'm just gonna reiterate one more time. She said, how do I go on dates with different guys and not feel guilty? I have no idea what to say when a guy I'm talking to, and I haven't even kissed him yet, asks what I'm doing that night. They aren't asking me out, but just like making conversation. I'm going on a date with someone else, and I feel like I'm doing something bad. But if a guy actually asks and plans a date I'm more attracted to, then I'm just chatting with them every day. Excuse me, y'all. How do people do this? I feel bad, but I also don't want to stick to just one person until I feel connection and know them well. So yeah, because I'm gonna answer that. I like your outfit. Thank you so much, Zoe. So look, I get it. So when the person asks you what you're doing, right? And you're getting ready to go out with a whole nother person because you're in this dating phase and y'all not locked in. Y'all never had that conversation. Y'all just been talking, and you don't want to be blunt. You don't want to be like, oh, I'm going out with another dude, or I'm going out with another girl, what have you. All right, so you ain't got to straight out lie, but you could tell them, I'm going out with a friend. Well, I'm going out with friends tonight. I'm going out tonight, going out with friends. And the way they perceive that is on to them. But if they're asking all these questions and they're kind of being, invasion inside of your privacy, you can stop that at the door too. And that's a good conversation opener. If they're too much in your business, they want to know exactly what you're doing, with who you're doing it with, and where you're going. You can ask them straight at the door, like, hey, what you looking for? You asking a lot of questions. You just want to know, nah, what you looking for? I mean, would it make you feel some type of way if it was a person of the opposite gender? Like, where is this going? We never had that conversation. And that's why I feel like before it gets uncomfortable, you need to have that conversation, because what happens when you tell this guy that you're going out with another guy and then he just says, oh, okay. And the whole time you're thinking, oh, he don't care about me. That must be what that means. But he actually cares a lot. It's just, as a man, that's his ultimate defense, to just shrug it off and say, oh, okay, cool. And he already know how y'all move it. At that point, he determines that he gonna stop, preserving himself for you, and you never even knew that he was doing that. That's why it's important to get those type of conversations out the way so no one's feelings get hurt. That's what I believe. I believe if I really like you, that conversation can get out the way. I would say about 2-3 weeks, month tops. I could tell 2-3 weeks. I could tell if I really like you, right? Like if we consistently talking, I could tell if I really like you. My profile looks Barbie doll. Oh, I could tell if I really like you within 2-3 weeks. Within the first month, I could tell if this is actually going somewhere, and the fact that I won't want to entertain anybody else. So comment down below if y'all like that. How soon does it take you guys to realize that you rocking with somebody? Like you really like this person, and that person has the potential to take your interest away from other people. Like I'm really narrow focused in on you. How long does that usually take? Is it a week? Is it 2, 3, a month, 3 months? Like how long does it take you guys before you like this person is a potential? Another thing, I don't date unless I can see it going somewhere. I don't date just to waste my time. I don't give out my number and go out on dates and get dressed up and all this and that unless I feel like we already vibing. And that's why it's important to get to know people and talk to people before you just jump out on dates with them. Not only is it not safe and you're jeopardizing your health and safety, right? And I'm talking about everything from getting caged to getting kidnapped. It's a lot, or I want to say monetized. It's a lot. It's so serious, in a serious manner. That's why you got to get to know a person so you could build and establish that trust before you even go out on a date with them. So y'all be careful with that whole spreading your eggs in different baskets and stuff like that. Be confident in yourself to know that if this doesn't work out, I could full blown move on and I will be okay. I ain't got to sit up here and have backups just to have them just because I don't know what he doing. It's important to get that conversation out, because ultimately, what are you afraid of, right? Are you scared of rejection? Are you scared of that person's telling you that they're not, looking for a relationship? If you're nervous about that, why are you talking to them? And if a person tells you that they are not looking for a relationship and you are, why are you talking to them? At one point, you got to realize we're not equally yoked if we're on 2 different paths. You can't go into this thing called dating thinking that you're going to change a person or you're going to influence that person, persuade them and convey them to change their mind in the abstract that they look at you. You can't go about this dating scenario like that, because it's going to leave you heartbroken, right? Or what happens when you give this person all your energy, they half in it, right? You got to realize a lot of people words don't match up with their actions. So if the woman on this post that gave me the Dear Star recommendation, if she says she wants to go out with another guy because he's the one that's actually taking her out versus the other guy is just sending what you doing text, like he just texting her just off of boredom and checking on the type thing. Not everything is about money, but at the same token, one guy is actually putting effort into seeing you versus being behind a computer, being behind a cell phone. Okay, bye KW. Being behind a device and really trying to, just waste your time. So that's when it comes to you to figure out what you really want to do. But you need to be straightforward. Don't string other people along, because the dude who just texting you, he might actually really be feeling you. But if you don't feel the same way and you feel like he just a texter buddy, depending on how much effort and energy he's putting into his messages, sometimes you need to text him, set him straight. If he just, hey, what you doing? Respond. But if he's sitting up here pouring out his whole heart to you, I do feel like you owe that to him, to set him straight and let him know where you're coming in this thing called a relationship, dating. And you need to do that before it becomes a situationship. Because once it becomes a situationship, baby, it is hard to get up out of that. It's hard to get up out of a situationship. Once y'all had already crossed that boundary, y'all never established anything, and then y'all get closer, but it's almost like you're afraid to ask them what more do they want, because you don't want them to say, I'm cool where we at. So that's when that self-confidence and that self-love comes in, that where you like, okay, no matter what they say, I know myself and I know what I want. And if they say something that I'm not ready to hear, I'm not ready to receive, I know that I'm okay in myself to walk away. I know that I'm confident, and I know that I can do that with no hard feelings. That's the thing. Things don't work out, walk away with no hard feelings. I mean, that's just the way of dating. You can't always be brokenhearted, feelings hurt, and this and that just because a person is not on the same wavelength as you. Look at it as like a blessing. I am glad that your true colors got revealed to me before I got too deeply invested in this. I'm glad that it stayed at the crushing phase before it got into puppy love, before it got into real love. I'm glad that right here and there, you're revealing yourself to me before it goes that far and it's harder to get away from, right? Love is like trouble. It's easy to get in, hard to get out. Can we just be honest? Love is like trouble. So that's why you just gotta be with a person who just makes it worth it, and they don't make you feel like you're fighting against yourself. Don't fight for a person who's sitting up here trying to run from you. What are you fighting against? You don't want to be that person. So my best advice I can give her, and like I said, is new people joining this, I'm going to sum it up real quick, is new people joining this live. She said, how should I go about going on dates with different guys and not feeling guilty? She got a guy. I'm going to sum it up. She got a guy that she really feeling, and he's like a text guy. He ain't really trying to make no real efforts into seeing her, making plans, going out. But she just feels like guilty for going out with other guys because she started talking to him first. That's pretty much what it is. I mean, he a cool guy. He really ain't got no flaws about him. It's just, I guess, a physical thing. She wants to physically go out, and she wants to enjoy herself, but she don't want to be real and tell the other guy what's going on whenever he asks her, because she feel like that's disrespectful. Baby, you don't know what he doing either. That's what I'm saying. Once you get grown and once you get secure in yourself, ask him. Ask him. I'm the type of person, you ain't even got to lie to me. Ask him and leave that up to him to decide, how he wants to move about his version of this dating, right? That's his version. That's his life. You could decide how you want to move on your version, but this is his version, and you can't dictate how y'all go marinate and date if he's not on the same wavelength as you. If he's not on the same pattern as you, it's just not going to work out. It's just not meant to be. So that's why it's important to get that conversation, uncomfortable conversation, out the way, so you could know who you're really dating and you could know who you're potentially building a future with. And like I said, me personally, I don't date unless I can see the potential in you. I don't just hit a random dude up and, hey, Stardom, new sub. Thank you so much. Legend of Oz, greatest secrets ever told. Thank you. I appreciate you. Y'all, my live yesterday was busting. I'm just going to do sidetrack real quick. I went live yesterday. I have Facebook on this phone, YouTube on this phone, if you see me looking back and forth. I went live yesterday on both, and it was like 100 people on my YouTube live, and I gained 12 new subscribers off of it, and I was just so happy. Like, that's why I want to do these lives consistently, because I see y'all really rocking with me. Y'all really appreciate my advice. Y'all keep sending in Dear Stars. If y'all got a topic that y'all want me to talk about, put it down in the chat box below, or you could email me at theiconicradioshow@gmail.com. I will be putting all the information in the description box below after the live. Shout out to Debira. Am I saying that right? Debira? If I am, I'm sorry. If I'm messing it up, I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names sometimes. But shout out to you, Debira. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subbing. I really appreciate you guys. The community is growing. The channel is growing. Debira. Okay, Debira, look. Now I ain't going to stop saying your name. We locked in. If we locked in, ain't no switching up. Yeah, what's up? Thank you for tuned in. Thank you for watching my live. I appreciate you. And how do you guys feel about dating? Like, how long does it take you before you know that that person has potential? Before you know you don't want to date nobody else? I said about roughly a good 3 weeks before I could really see this going somewhere. But I'm not saying full-blown commitment, like I'm investing all this and I'm going to work hard. No, that's still the early red flag phase. Let me just get that out of the way, right? So if you're showing red flags, especially in 2-3 weeks, I will leave. No hesitation. I ain't gonna let them just build up, add up. I mean, sometimes when you locked in for a year plus, it's harder to leave off of a red flag, especially if it's a minor one, because you feel like you invested a lot of time in that person. You understand what I'm saying? But early on, baby, I'm gold. Don't do that. Don't try that. I'm the wrong person to try that with. Legend of Oz, about a month or 3. Okay, so you say you need to be talking to a person about a good month or 3 before you know, before you know you don't want to talk to nobody else. Okay, I give you a month, but 3 months. Okay, so are you going to be seeing other people within them 3 months? Like, does it just depend on the person? Like, if you meet somebody who you really rocking with, right? Would you consider that a shorter amount of time? Or would you be like, it don't matter who it is, I want to do that smooth month to 3 just to make sure? Because I feel like if we locked in for 3 months and you're the only person that I'm talking to and I'm still not certain about you, then you're wasting my time. If I feel like I still want to talk to other people, because this is the thing, right? And this goes back from what the young lady had wrote me in my Dear Star column about dating multiple people, right? I personally feel like by especially 3 to 6 months, if that person is just a, hey, what you doing? Let's go kick it. And you're making yourself exclusive to that person, and you don't really see a connection. Y'all don't really have nothing established that y'all go together. Like, I'm not saying you got to jump and get married, but y'all don't have nothing established and it still seems like a situationship. Then at that point, you got to ask yourself, like, this not going nowhere for me. Like, you not serving me no justice. I know what I want in life. I know that I want ultimately a relationship. And for us to be locked in for 5 months and we really ain't even locked in, like, I can't even say you my man. A lot of people they get cold feet when it comes to commitment, right? Why does that word commitment get so scary? Huh? Can somebody answer me that? Is it because of past heartbreaks? Is it because the way society is today and you just see all the posts and you see how people moving and you just feel like nobody is faithful nowadays? Like, why is commitment such a scary thing for a lot of people? I'm not afraid of commitment, but I don't like my time wasted. And that's why I feel like you have to really know a person before taking certain steps. Maybe it could be intimacy before you get that far. Get to know that person. Get to build a trust to the point where you won't know that person won't screw you over. It's so chaotic and shiesty out here. It's going to take time. I feel you. Hey, it's shiesty. You said that perfect. It's shiesty out here. I mean, that goes from the woman and the man perspective. I need a fan because you okay. You doing the heat right now. Fan, you cool you down. It's really shiesty out here. And a lot of people, I don't know. I just feel like certain auras about people. What you say? What's your sign, Stardom? I'm scared to tell you. You go first. Look, I'm a Virgo. I'm a Virgo. You probably could tell that in me. And us Virgos are naturally strong. Us Virgos ain't for none of the BS. I'm just gonna put it out there for you. Us Virgos know how to take a situation as it is and move on. Y'all, I have dated a Virgo before, and when I say we were very two strong personalities. We had two very much it is what it is personalities, and that did not work out. No, it didn't. Even my mom, she's a Virgo. She's a August Virgo, but I definitely see the similarities, and that's not just because she's my mom. You're a Gemini. Ooh, talking about me. I don't know if you should have said that out loud because I done heard about y'all Geminis. How would you describe yourself like as a Gemini? What do you feel like all Geminis have in common? I feel like a lot of Virgos, they see things rationally, right? So they think of the outcome and they behave more off of logic than feeling. That's just how I feel with me personally being a Virgo. So I can't be all head over heels for a person without seeing the relationship as exactly what it is, right? So if you are mistreating me opposite of the way I would like to be treated, if I feel like you're not fulfilling all of my emotional needs, whatever the case is in a relationship, I can't be stuck on cloud nine stressing out about why you ain't, behaving the way I deserve. If I feel like you're not giving me what I deserve, that's what I'm getting to. It just ain't gonna work. Geminis and Virgos are cousins. Hey, cuz. I don't know if I want to be compared to a Gemini. All right, what month you in, Gemini? Like, it depends. Just like I told you the difference between the August and the September Virgos, the Geminis matter too. I'm a September Virgo. My birthday is September 13th. My birthday was exactly last week, Friday. It was September 13th. It was my 31st birthday. And I really enjoyed myself. I had a lot of fun. Family came out. I had me a little party at the crib. You know what I mean? A house party with family. I call it a daylight kickback. I went out. I'm usually not a club person like that unless I'm working. And what I mean by working is the radio, podcasting, networking. I don't mean just going up there twerking or something else. All right. So I usually don't go to the club unless I'm working or trying to promote my image, my brand. But I went out just for me, just for a Virgo birthday party. So I went out with a friend or whatever, and we had an amazing time. It was lit. And I definitely want to get back out to enjoying myself, going out every now and then and doing things. Ultimately, it's about what makes me happy, right? Us May Geminis are calmer than the June Geminis. I give you that. I give you that. I give you that. Okay, the May is where it's at. Because if you was to say a June Gemini, I probably would have to end the live. This getting toxic already. Nah, I'm messing with you though. I appreciate that. Like, I hear a lot about Geminis, but I feel like at the end of the day, this is how I feel about the whole astrology thing. I feel like at the end of the day, everybody is humans, and even though you might be one sign, you might be the coolest sign in the book. That does not dictate how you are compared to another person. Like, you could be a Virgo and act completely different than a Virgo is supposed to act. Same thing vice versa with Gemini. You really just have to look at a person for their character and not more so on a sign. So I like to do all fun and games when I'm comparing horoscopes and what you are, but I mean, it just really depends on how you act. You'll be surprised. A person will act away and you wouldn't even be able to tell what their sign is. They will surprise you. Them June Geminis are off the chain. Okay, let's turn up. Them June Geminis crazy. Look, you're gonna give me counsel. No, I ain't gonna jump on them too bad. Because if somebody jump on a Virgo, I'm gonna feel some type of way. Right? My feelings are gonna get hurt. But yeah, y'all, I hope y'all got something from my dating advice. I hope that the young lady who submitted this question, she understands that at the end of the day, you're your own person. And as long as you have those healthy habits and boundaries established, everything will be okay between you and your new partner. But I don't feel like you should just be racking them up, right? I don't feel like you should just meet somebody and then automatically start talking about multiple. I would say see where this goes. You ain't gotta be full-blown commitment, especially if you feel like that person is wasting your time. But don't just jump to try to be in multiple things just to collect it, because all those energies around you, I feel like it's harder for you to find the person, your person, if you're talking to multiple people. If I'm talking to multiple guys, I'm not really paying attention. If I'm talking to multiple guys, when somebody calls me beautiful and good morning, beautiful, and this and that, it doesn't really mean anything because I got 10 other text messages saying the same thing. And that's why I was talking about my number. It's very special for me to give out my number because that's like an intimate, personal conversation, and not everybody could say that they have my number. That good morning, beautiful text is almost to the point where it's anticipated and it makes me feel special as opposed to you just putting it on Facebook. You know what I mean? It's a different vibe. So I feel like a line does have to be drawn, not to be crossed, and you need to make that boundary within yourself. Okay, let's see. What's your favorite color and why? Pink. My favorite color is pink. Okay, quick backstory. I wore pink last year for an entire year. I'm talking about pink everything. Pink clothes, pink shoes, pink jewelry, pink purses, pink everything for an entire year. The reason why I did it is I decided that I wanted to tap more into my feminine era, right? I wanted to be more feminine. I wanted to be more cool, calm, collect, and just, I wanted to balance both, right? So a balance between me being the head of my household and also realizing that I'm a woman too, and I deserve to sit in that era of being a woman. I don't have to act so hard shell just because I'm the captain of the ship. I could still be seductive. I could still be sexy. I could still do the things that a lot of women do, a lot of women my age do. I could still get out there and find myself, get to know myself, and figure out who I am and what I want to do. So that's why the pink was so important for me. Also, side note, my mom is a breast cancer survivor, so that was another reason behind the pink. She's a very strong woman, and I love her dearly, and I want to show it every day. So a few months ago, I broke my pink and I started wearing different colors, but I'm not gonna lie, pink is it's in my heart always. That's right, Queen. Thank you. What's your favorite color and why? So I want to say green. I don't know. For some reason, I just want to say green. What's your favorite color? But I love pink. Secondary, I would have to say purple. My second favorite color is purple. So pink and purple. But yeah, y'all, I would just say, you got to do what's best for you, baby. You the only one living this life. Blue. Ooh. Are we talking navy, royal, baby? What type of blue? Blue is an interesting color. Blue says a lot. Yeah. Hey, everybody tuned in. How's y'all weekend going? I'm doing pretty good over here. Still trying to figure out. I was just eating right before I got online, so that's why my voice is a little all blue. I like sky blue. That's pretty. That's a pretty color. Yeah. I like sky blue too. Blue was my sister's favorite color. I don't know what the little girl like now, but when we were growing up, when we were kids, blue was her favorite color. Hey, tell me this. Don't y'all hate going through the what's your favorite color phase in a relationship beginning? What's your favorite color? I feel like most guys say red. I just feel like most guys say red. What's your favorite color? Going through that phase. Sometimes I need to have a printout sheet so I could just give it to you. Facts about Star. Bring this with you, study it. And hey, what's understood ain't gotta be spoken. What's understood don't have to be discussed. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining my live. Your girl is about to get off here. Hey. Finna do some other things, but be sure to like, share, comment. Most importantly, subscribe, y'all. Also, I have 2 books that are available right now on Amazon for only $5.99. The first one is Many Reasons to Leave That Boy Alone. Hold on, fellas, because I got you too. First one for my ladies. Many Reasons to Leave That Boy Alone. It's 120 blank pages with the lines, and whatever toxicity that dude has put you through, be sure to list it down below and keep it under your pillow, your nightstand, whatever you got to do. And whenever you feel the urge to reach out to that person, that individual, look at the book and be like, hey, this person is not even worth it. This person doesn't even deserve that part of me. This person is not even worth my energy, right? And then the same thing for you, fellas. I have another book, Many Reasons to Leave That Chick Alone. It's the same shabam, 120 blank pages. Once this live post, I will put it in the description box below to make it easy. It's on sale for $5.99. If the chick has been, put you through a lot, or if you're dating multiple people and we want to compare and contrast, okay? Because I'm stuttering at this point. It's toxic. If you want to compare and contrast about this girl versus that girl, and what can you do differently in your relationships to have a healthier outcome, it can help you self-reflect amongst yourself to see how you want to move through this thing called love and life. Have a good day. Thank you so much. You see the hearts? Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Be sure to like, share, comment. Most importantly, subscribe. If y'all ain't getting nothing else, please subscribe, because this community is growing and it just encourages me and it motivates me to keep making these lives which people love, and hopefully I can change lives while I'm doing this. So, where are you from? I'm from Indiana. I am from Indiana, right? I'm a Southern girl, but I'm in Indiana. The majority of my family is from the South, Alabama and Mississippi. But currently I'm an Indiana resident. Where are you from? I'm curious to know now. Now I need to know where you from. Each one teach one. I like that username. That's dope. Each one teach one. Come back soon, love, please. I will. Like I said, if it's up to me, I will do a live every single day. It just depends on how I'm feeling. Gary, Indiana in the house. I'm in Gary. I'm in Gary. Do we know each other? Do you know me, Daniel? Daniel Warman. Hey, that's a coincidence. Like, do you be seeing, like, did you subscribe to my channel already? Did you see me on Facebook or something? And like, let me just, see what she's talking about on YouTube. Or is this a coincidence? Like, you ain't never seen me before. You not subscribed. You just randomly on here. But we're from the same state and city. Let me find out you're my neighbor. That's toxic. I like that though. That's what's up, Daniel. Y'all can always follow me on Facebook also, because I'm more, how do I want to say it? I do a lot of stuff on Facebook. I do my TikTok skits. I transfer it over to Facebook. I do my statuses. If y'all want to see what's going in my head and how I'm feeling, y'all can follow me on Facebook at Stardom Shine. That's STARDOM space SHINE. Have a blessed weekend. You too. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And also, my people that are on Facebook, because I'm talking on 2 different phones, y'all can follow me on YouTube. You could type in Sweet Stardom, or you could type in Stardom Shine. Either or, y'all gonna see this face. I'm gonna pop up on the screen, okay? I love you guys, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. Deuces. Hey. Bye.